Hyperboom 309 in Sterling's is third. Chris Butt is fifth. Hyperboom 309 is third. Danny Boy in Westfield is P4. Chris Butt in Hawthorne Hill is P5. Danny Boy in Brabham is P4. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Surtees Bend is sixth on mediums. YH8 Racing in Hawthorne Hill is second. Eric Yamashita in Cooper is first. Danny Boy in Sterling's is fourth. Chris Butt in Sterling's Bend is fifth. Eric Yamashita in Clark Curve is first. Todd from New Zealand in Clark is P6 on mediums. Danny Boy in Westfield Bend is fourth. Illis from New Zealand in Brabham is sixth on mediums. Best lap is a 2:26.579. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Druids is 4th. Best lap is a 1:35.618. Chris Bunnett in Paddock Hill Bend is P3. Best lap is a 1:33.669. Todd is 8th. Chris Bunnett in Hawthorne Hill is P3 on mediums. Todd in Graham Hill Bend is P9. Hyperboom 309 in Hawthorne's Bend is 8th on mediums. Chris Bunnett is 3rd. Danny Boy in Hawthorne Hill is 6th. The qualification session is at Brands Hatch Circuit in Foxham, Great Britain. Danny Boy from New Zealand is 1st on mediums. Todd from New Zealand in Brabham Straight is 5th on mediums. Hyperboom 309 in Paddock Hill Bend is P6 on mediums. MMR 333 from Canada in Druids Bend is 7th on mediums. YH8 Racing in Stirling's Bend is P2 on mediums. Eric Yamashita from New Zealand in Brabham Straight is 1st on mediums. Ten minutes remaining in the session. Eric Yamashita is up 7.43 in Graham Hill Bend. Eric Yamashita is up 7.49 in Hawthorne Hill. Eric Yamashita is up 7.50 in Sheen curve. Eric Yamashita improved his P1 with a 131.735. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Brabham Straight is P3 on mediums. Matthew Gray 89.mg improved his third with a 133.367. 1.632 off pole. Danny Boy in Brabham Straight is sixth. Eric Yamashita in Surtees is first up 0.11. Eric Yamashita is up 0.04 in Westfield. YH8 Racing is third up 0.44. Eric Yamashita is P1 up 0.21. Best lap is a 131.735. Eric Yamashita is provisional pole with a 131.301. Hyperboom 309 is P6 up 0.69. MMR 333 is third up 0.52. Eric Yamashita is P1 up 0.46. Eric Yamashita is up 0.32 in clearways. Eric Yamashita is provisional pole with a 131.150. MMR 333 in Hawthorns Bend is P3 up 0.29. Hyperboom 309 in Westfield is P6 up 0.83. MMR 333 from Canada is P3 up 0.60. Five minutes remaining in the session. MMR 333 improved his P2 with a 131.682. 0.532 off pole. Danny Boy is P8 up 0.74. YH8 Racing is third up 0.45. Danny Boy in Sheen Curve is P8 up 2.64. Illis from New Zealand in Sheen curve is P6 up 2.26 on mediums. Illis improved his fifth with a 133.664. 2.514 off pole. Illis is up 0.38 in Druids. Danny Boy in Sheen curve is 8th up 0.41. Eric Yamashita is provisional pole with a 131.102. Illis is 5th up 0.76. Illis improved his P5 with a 132.629. 1.527 off pole. Hyperboom 309 is P8 up 1.88. Hyperboom 309 improved his sixth with a 134.127. 3.025 off pole. Matthew Gray 89.mg is 4th up 0.48. Hyperboom 309 is 6th up 0.51. Hyperboom 309 is up 0.67 in Dingledale. Hyperboom 309 is up 1.60 in Clark curve. The qualifying session is now in overtime. Hyperboom 309 improved his P4 with a 132.468. 1.366 off pole. Todd in Druids is P7 up 0.04. Best lap is a 135.740. 4.638 off pole. MMR 333 in Hawthorne Hill is P2 up 0.19. MMR 333 is up 0.01 in Sterling's Bend. Todd in Sheen Curve is 7th. Danny Boy in Druids is 8th. Best lap is a 1:35.755. 4.653 off pole. Todd in Paddock Hill is P7 on mediums. Broadcast bot is P23 on mediums. The race session is at Brands Hatch Circuit in Foxham, Great Britain. The wind speed is 4 km/h from the northeast. Eric Yamashita is first. Matthew Gray 89.mg is P2 on mediums. MMR 333 from Canada is third on mediums. YH8 Racing is fourth on mediums. Hyperboom 309 is P5 on mediums. Race start. Hyperboom 309 is now P7. YH8 Racing in Halewoods Hill is second. MMR 333 in Graham Hill Bend is P3. Illis from New Zealand in Surtees is fourth on mediums. Danny Boy from New Zealand in Hawthorns Bend is fifth on mediums. Hyperboom 309 in Dingledale is P5. Illisp in Clearways is third. Matthew Gray 89.mg is 8th. Matthew Gray 89.mg passed Danny Boy for P7. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Hyperboom 309 on lap 2 is P3, 0.2 behind MMR 333. Todd from New Zealand in Cooper on lap 2 is P6 on mediums, 0.3 behind Illisp. Hyperboom 309 in Hawthorns Bend on lap 2 is P3, 0.6 behind MMR 333. Danny Boy in Hawthorns Bend on lap 2 is 8th, 1.7 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. YH8 Racing in Clearways is P4, 0.2 behind MMR 333. YH8 Racing is now third. Todd and Clark is P6, 1.0 behind MMR 333. Illis on lap 3 is P4, 2.7 behind YH8 Racing. Todd from New Zealand in Surtees Bend is P6, 1.6 behind MMR 333. Todd was 5.3 faster last lap. Illis in Westfield on lap 3 is 4th, 1.9 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 in Sterling's Bend is 5th, 0.9 behind Hyperboom 309. Hyperboom 309 was 11.0 faster last lap. MMR 333 passed Hyperboom 309 for 4th. Illis in Paddock Hill Bend is 3rd, 1.3 behind YH8 Racing. Todd from New Zealand in Paddock Hill Bend is 7th, 1.0 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. Matthew Gray 89.mg was 5.0 faster last lap. MMR 333 is 4th, 1.1 behind Illis. Jonathan Rosser from New Zealand in Brabham is 9th on mediums, 0.1 ahead of Chris Butt. Jonathan Rosser entering the pits is P9. YH8 Racing is 2nd, 2.1 ahead of Illis. Illis is P4, 1.7 ahead of Hyperboom 309. Illis lost P4 to Hyperboom 309. Illis entering the pits is P5. Jonathan Rosser is 9. Jonathan Rosser exiting pits on mediums. "15 minutes remaining in the session. Illis is P8. Illis exiting pits on mediums. Hyperboom 309 in Hawthorne Hill is 4th, 3.4 behind MMR 333. MMR 333 is P3. Best lap is a 132.644. 0.916 off the fastest lap. Hyperboom 309 is 4th. MMR 333 in Druids Bend is third, 4.3 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 was 0.6 faster last lap. Hyperboom 309 is P4. MMR 333 from Canada is P3, 3.0 behind YH8 Racing. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Dingledale is P5 on mediums. Matthew Gray 89.mg passed Hyperboom 309 for fourth. MMR 333 in Paddock Hill is third, 2.4 behind YH8 Racing. Hyperboom 309 is P5, 2.1 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. Danny Boy entering the pits is 7th. MMR 333 in Hawthorne Hill is 3rd, 1.9 behind YH8 Racing. Hyperboom 309 in Hawthorne's Bend on lap 7 is 5th, 2.4 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. Danny Boy exiting pits on mediums. MMR 333 in Clark Curve is P3, 1.5 behind YH8 Racing. Hyperboom 309 in Brabham is 5th, 3.5 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. MMR 333 in Cooper is 3rd, 1.0 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 was 1.5 faster last lap. Ten minutes remaining in the session. Hyperboom 309 in Surtees Bend is P5, 4.1 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. YH8 Racing is P3, 3.1 behind MMR 333. MMR 333 was 1.5 faster last lap. MMR 333 entering the pits is 2nd. YH8 Racing entering the pits is P3. Illisp in Westfield Bend is P7 on mediums. MMR 333 is 5th, 0.4 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 exiting pits on mediums. YH8 Racing exiting pits on mediums. MMR 333 passed YH8 Racing for 4th. Todd entering the pits is 6th. Todd is P6. MMR 333 is 4th, 3.9 ahead of YH8 Racing. Hyperboom 309 in Westfield is P3, 3.7 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. Hyperboom 309 was 0.9 faster last lap. Eric Yamashita entering the pits is P1. Todd exiting pits on mediums. Danny Boy in Halewoods is P8, 0.8 behind Todd. Matthew Gray 89.mg entering the pits is P2. MMR 333 from Canada in Clearways is 4th. Eric Yamashita exiting pits on mediums. Eric Yamashita from New Zealand is 2nd on mediums, 1.0 behind Hyperboom 309. Matthew Gray 89.mg exiting pits on mediums. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Druids is 5th on mediums, 1.5 behind YH8 Racing. Eric Yamashita from New Zealand in Hawthorne Hill is 2nd battling Hyperboom 309. Eric Yamashita passed Hyperboom 309 for 1st. Hyperboom 309 in Westfield is 2nd, 0.8 behind Eric Yamashita. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Westfield is 5th, 0.8 behind YH8 Racing. MMR 333 in Clark Curve is 3rd. Best lap is a 131.791. 0.136 off the fastest lap. Hyperboom 309 entering the pits is 2nd. MMR 333 passed Hyperboom 309 for 2nd. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Paddock Hill Bend is 4th on mediums, 0.9 behind YH8 Racing. Five minutes remaining in the session. Todd in Sheen Curve is 8th. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Hawthorne Hill is 4th, 0.3 behind YH8 Racing. Todd in Paddock Hill is 7th. Best lap is a 135.658. 4.003 off the fastest lap. Hyperboom 309 exiting pits on mediums. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Clearways is 4th, 0.4 behind YH8 Racing. Todd in Pilgrims is 7th, 4.3 behind Danny Boy. YH8 Racing in Graham Hill is P4. Best lap is a 1:32.887. 1.232 off the fastest lap. Todd is P7, 3.5 behind Danny Boy. YH8 Racing in Westfield is 4th, 3.2 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. Todd in Graham Hill is 7th, 2.7 behind Danny Boy. Todd passed Danny Boy for 6th. YH8 Racing in Halewoods is 4th, 2.7 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. Illisp is 5th, 4.5 behind YH8 Racing. Illisp was 3.2 faster last lap. YH8 Racing in Hawthorns Bend is 4th on mediums, 1.6 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. Danny Boy entering the pits is P7. Danny Boy is 7th. Todd in Druids is 6th. YH8 Racing is 4th, 1.9 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. Danny Boy exiting pits on mediums. Illisp in Druids is P5. Jonathan Rosser entering the pits is P9. The leader has just finished the race. Eric Yamashita finished first. MMR 333 finished second. Hyperboom 309 finished P8. Matthew Gray 89.mg finished P3. YH8 Racing finished P4. Illisp finished P5. Danny Boy finished 7th. Todd is 6th. Todd finished P6. Broadcast bot is 10th. The race session is at Brands Hatch Circuit in Foxham, Great Britain. The wind speed is 4 km/h from the northeast. Danny Boy is first. Hyperboom 309 is P2 on mediums. Todd from New Zealand is P3 on mediums. Illis from New Zealand is 4th on mediums. YH8 Racing is 5th on mediums. Race start. Danny Boy from New Zealand in Halewoods is P2 on mediums. Danny Boy lost second to Hyperboom 309. Hyperboom 309 in Graham Hill is second. Danny Boy is P2. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Hawthorns Bend is P4 on mediums. Matthew Gray 89.mg is now third. Eric Yamashita from New Zealand in Westfield is 7th on mediums. Eric Yamashita passed Todd for 6th. Illis in Stirling's Bend is P4. Illis passed Matthew Gray 89.mg for 3rd. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Brabham is P4. "20 minutes remaining in the session. Eric Yamashita in Druids is 5th, 1.9 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Surtees is P4 on mediums, 0.5 behind Illis. Illis in Hawthorns Bend is 3rd, 0.3 behind Danny Boy. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Dingledale is third, 0.5 behind Illisp. Danny Boy is P4, 0.4 ahead of Eric Yamashita. Danny Boy lost P4 to Eric Yamashita. Todd in Brabham is P6 on mediums, 1.6 behind Danny Boy. Danny Boy is P6, 0.7 behind YH8 Racing. YH8 Racing was 8.6 faster last lap. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Pilgrims is third. Best lap is a 1:35.704. 3.075 off the fastest lap. Danny Boy in Hawthorne Hill is 6th, 0.7 behind YH8 Racing. Matthew Gray 89.mg is P3 on mediums, 0.8 behind Illisp. MMR 333 from Canada in Sterling's Bend on lap 3 is P7 on mediums, 1.0 behind Todd. Todd was 0.7 faster last lap. MMR 333 passed Todd for P6. Illisp in Druids is P3. Best lap is a 1:33.268. 2.313 off the fastest lap. Eric Yamashita in Surtees Bend is P4, 1.0 behind Illisp. Illisp is third, 0.7 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. Eric Yamashita in Dingledale is P4, 0.7 behind Illisp. Eric Yamashita is now second. Illisp is third, 1.0 behind Eric Yamashita. Eric Yamashita was 1.4 faster last lap. YH8 Racing in Clark Curve is 5th, 2.0 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. Minutes remaining in the session. MMR 333 in Druids is 6th. Best lap is a 1:32.650. 1.695 off the fastest lap. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Pilgrims on lap 5 is P4, 1.7 behind Illisp. Illisp was 2.7 faster last lap. MMR 333 is P6, 1.4 behind YH8 Racing. Matthew Gray 89.mg in clear ways is 4th, 2.0 behind Illis. MMR 333 in Brabham is P6 on mediums, 0.9 behind YH8 Racing. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Druids is P4, 0.9 behind Illis. Danny Boy entering the pits is 8th. YH8 Racing in Cooper is 6th, 0.8 behind MMR 333. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Hawthorns Bend is P4, 0.2 behind Illis. Danny Boy exiting pits on mediums. YH8 Racing in Westfield is 6th, 0.7 behind MMR 333. MMR 333 was 1.3 faster last lap. Illis is 4th on mediums, 0.7 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. YH8 Racing in Clark is P6. Best lap is a 1:33.435. 2.480 off the fastest lap. Illis is 4th, 2.1 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. YH8 Racing in Surtees is 6th on mediums, 1.1 behind MMR 333. MMR 333 from Canada is P5, 2.3 behind Illis. Hyperboom 309 entering the pits is P1. Illis on lap 7 is P5, 0.6 behind MMR 333. Todd is 7th, 1.9 behind YH8 Racing. Illis entering the pits is P5. Hyperboom 309 exiting pits on mediums. YH8 Racing entering the pits is P7. Todd passed Illis for 5th. YH8 Racing is P6. Todd in Halewoods Hill is P5. Ten minutes remaining in the session. Illis exiting pits on mediums. YH8 Racing is 7th. YH8 Racing exiting pits on mediums. Hyperboom 309 in Westfield is 4th, 3.8 behind MMR 333. MMR 333 was 27.8 faster last lap. Eric Yamashita entering the pits is 1st. MMR 333 in clear ways is P3. Best lap is a 1:32.152. 1.197 off the fastest lap. MMR 333 is now second. Hyperboom 309 in Paddock Hill is third. Best lap is a 1:32.080. 1.125 off the fastest lap. Eric Yamashita exiting pits on mediums. Todd entering the pits is fifth. MMR 333 in Cooper is second. Best lap is a 1:31.974. 1.019 off the fastest lap. Hyperboom 309 in Hawthorne Hill is P3, 4.6 behind MMR 333. Todd exiting pits on mediums. Danny Boy is P8. Danny Boy passed Todd for P7. Matthew Gray 89.mg entering the pits is P1. Matthew Gray 89.mg is first. MMR 333 entering the pits is P2. Hyperboom 309 in Brabham Straight is P1, 0.1 ahead of Matthew Gray 89.mg. Todd in Pilgrims is P8, 0.9 behind Danny Boy. Matthew Gray 89.mg exiting pits on mediums. MMR 333 exiting pits on mediums. Danny Boy in Westfield Bend is 8th battling Todd. Danny Boy was 40.6 faster last lap. Danny Boy passed Todd for P7. Todd in Sterling's is 8th on mediums, 1.0 behind Danny Boy. Matthew Gray 89.mg in Westfield is third. Best lap is a 1:30.955. Danny Boy in Druids is P8, 0.1 behind Todd. Danny Boy passed Todd for 7th. Todd in Surtees Bend is 8th. Best lap is a 1:33.989. 3.034 off the fastest lap. MMR 333 in Druids is P4. Todd in Dingledale is P8, 0.4 behind Danny Boy. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Todd passed Danny Boy for 7th. Danny Boy is P8, 2.7 behind Todd. MMR 333 is 4th. Danny Boy in Graham Hill is P8, 2.0 behind Todd. Eric Yamashita in Surtees is P2. Danny Boy in Dingledale is P8, 3.2 behind Todd. Todd was 2.5 faster last lap. Eric Yamashita in Sterling's Bend is second, 4.7 behind Hyperboom 309. Eric Yamashita was 2.1 faster last lap. Danny Boy in Halewoods is P8, 4.7 behind Todd. Eric Yamashita on lap 13 is P2, 2.8 behind Hyperboom 309. Danny Boy in Hawthorne Hill is 8th, 3.9 behind Todd. Eric Yamashita in Dingledale is P2, 3.1 behind Hyperboom 309. Eric Yamashita passed Hyperboom 309 for first. Hyperboom 309 in clearways is P2 on mediums, 2.6 behind Eric Yamashita. MMR 333 in Clark is 4th on mediums, 4.4 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. Hyperboom 309 in Cooper Strait is 2nd, 3.0 behind Eric Yamashita. MMR 333 in Surtees is P4 on mediums, 4.3 behind Matthew Gray 89.mg. Hyperboom 309 is 2nd. The leader has just finished the race. Eric Yamashita finished first. Hyperboom 309 finished second. Matthew Gray 89.mg finished P3. MMR 333 finished P4. Danny Boy finished 8th. Illis finished 5th. YH8 Racing is 6th. YH8 Racing finished P6. Todd is 7th. Todd finished 7th. Broadcast bot is 9th.